Just a quick note to explain why God has to send people to hell. Those people who go against God, sin against God, are sent to hell, basically, are doomed because of the depravity, because of the default values and thinking is evil on all the time. That's what the Bible says in the Old Testament. So does God have a choice? People say, if it's a good God, a loving God, how could a good and loving God send people to hell? Well, if you want to answer the question, if you just look at, you should rephrase the question as the second question. How can a loving, kind God send his son to die, to be crucified on the cross? The answer is simple. There's something called Westminster's Catechism called the divine justice. You want justice, right? A lot of liberals love justice, but they don't want condemnation and hell and justice. They want justice. In fact, the very justice itself demands a condemnation for the evil they have done. So that is justice. So that's why God cannot circumvent his own divine justice. And therefore, he has to send his son, Jesus Christ, to die on the cross. So how does that's a role in action of Jesus as a priest. Jesus Christ, the Son of God, as he functions as a king, prophet, and priest to save us, both in his humiliation and his exaltation. But how does he function as a priest for us? You know, the priest's job is to offer a sacrifice. It's almost like to appease God. No, it's not true. There's fables and the fairy tales version of it, but it's kind of close to that. But when redemption satisfies the divine justice, you see, the divine anger, the wrath of God, we would be destroyed by the wrath of God if Jesus as a priest, he offered himself to be sacrificed once, for all, as a redemption for us. He's offered to sacrifice himself to satisfy divine justice. That's what I want to take it. Jesus satisfied the divine justice by nailing himself to the cross and died for 3 days, experienced shame and pain for 3 days in death before he get resurrected again. But so by him paying the price, he satisfied the wrath of God, he satisfied the divine justice, and therefore he is capable of redeeming us, and saving us by his own atonement. His redemption is his own body. This is a beautiful love story.